Perfect. All right. I think we have enough on the call now. I think we'll kick things off. So just kind of discussing Toggletopia. If you were on the call last week, you would have seen the lovely Amy and Lucy run through Toggletopia and our campaign this Christmas, just to make sure that your Toggle platform is as smooth as possible, but also making the most amount of revenue for you this Christmas. So I will just, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to be running through steps 1 to 4 today, and that will be taking you through promotions, physical cards, and a little bit about, what Toggletopia is and why we are kind of running this campaign at this time of year and what it's all about. But let's talk a little bit about gift cards and kind of what they bring to the UK hospitality market, really, to kickstart things off. So as you probably well know by now, the busiest times of year for gift cards and experiences and, that prepaid revenue is, well, there's 4 key dates really within the year. So we've got Mother's Day, Father's Day, Black Friday, and Christmas. So we're on kind of week 46 now. Week 47 is Black Friday, and then week 51 is Christmas. So we're really, really in the thick of it now. And the UK's hospitality gift card market has grown year on year. And in 2024, the market is valued at 8.8 billion. And just to give you a little bit of an idea of our growth as a platform, last year in November and December, Toggle actually sold 23.5 million pounds within our kind of gift card realm. And this year we're predicting 37 million. So a 14 million pound uplift just in 1 year. And remember, that is not us making that money, that's you guys. So, these calls are so important to take away all of the insights that we have, that we see in our customers kind of pursue last year and kind of bring to fruition. So promotions and what you guys can be doing to make sure that you're making the maximum amount of revenue this year. So November and December, of course, is the busiest time of year. Now, I've mentioned that we're on week 46. And this is the week before Black Friday. So we're really, really kind of dialing up the kind of tones now as well. So week 47 and week 51 are the maximum, the highest revenue drivers within the year. And 55% of your annual gift card sales will occur in the final 2 months of the year. So we really need to make sure that we're driving the best possible promotions, and us as a business are giving you that knowledge and insight into what you can be doing as well. So this is what these calls are all about. And we'll take you through that right now. So you might have seen this slide, on your first initial call with one of our commercial team, which would have been, myself or Lucy or Tess or Amy or even Sam. And we are completely 100% hospitality focused. So everything from hotels to bars and restaurants, we kind of cover. And within that, we see, so many different amazing promotions and experiences being launched. And we're just here to kind of share a little bit of insight into that for you. But let's go back to basics. So what does Toggle do? What can we do? So first and foremost, of course, we sell gift cards. So both online and in-store. So online is covering your digital and your on-demand paper print. And then in-store, you can have that kind of physical fulfillment whereby you upload a monetary value from your till, and then a customer walks away there and then with it, which actually, does kind of uplift you about 30% in terms of prepaid revenue, a physical option as well. So just kind of take note of that. But second of all, we have experience as well, which is a massive, massive consideration that you should be taking into account this time of year specifically. Experiences, for Christmas and around this time of year, are dialed up massively, and people are looking to buy experiences now, experiences for 2, things like that, a lot more for presents for people. So, gone are slippers, aftershaves, scarves, all still great presents. I love a bit of skincare, but also with that, I really do like to open an experience and actually share something with somebody. It's creating a memory. And obviously there has to be hospitality venues to do that. So making sure that we are providing that for all of our potential customers who might want to partake. And pay it forward. So, tie Toggle into your chosen charity or community project. And then finally, preloaded cards as well. So these are free of charge cards for any incentives, any influencers, and, managing kind of feedback and so on and so forth. So a few different things that we can do with Toggle, but really focusing this time of year on the gift cards and experiences as well. Which brings us to Toggletopia. So what is Toggletopia? So we've spoken about this. It's our campaign that we're launching. And essentially, Toggletopia is a place where we want you to sit back, relax, watch all of the money kind of come into your Toggle account, and set up your experiences and enjoy Christmas the way that everybody else should be, stress-free, with a lovely mulled wine in your hand, whilst all of this prepaid revenue is trickling into your bank account. So we just need a little bit of manual work from you guys to get set up, and then you can sit back and relax and enjoy Toggletopia the way that it's intended to. So let's take you through the steps. So we're going to take you through 4 steps today. We're going to take you through step 1, which is deck the halls. Step 2, which is let's get physical, so physical gifting. And step 3, which is treating your customers, so promotions. And then step 4, which is your experiences. So a little bit of insight from our lovely data analyst, Stuart, who kind of went through all of the Black Friday data last year and really, really dug deep into what we're selling and, what is selling the most for our customers. And we want to share that with you, obviously, because we want you to make the most of your Toggle platform. Okay, so step 1, deck the halls. So deck the halls is essentially you kitting out your Toggle web shop and making it the best it can possibly be. So what we mean by this is you have everything within your Toggle dashboard to be making your Toggle web shop the most beautiful it can be. So, add some really nice flares here, add some Christmas flares. Giggling Squid do a really, really nice Toggle web shop whereby they have a really nice footer, and when you scroll down it kind of all stays the same, and it's a really, really nice appealing Toggle web shop, and they have different kind of Toggle gift cards that you can buy, and you can customize your Toggle web shop very, very easily. Ash is going to take you through because he's more kind of techie in this aspect of Toggle, and I'm sure that a lot of you on the call have already met Ash, so he's going to take you through how to kind of customize your Toggle web shop to the best of your ability.
Yep. Hello. Hi everyone. I've met a few of you, I'm sure, but some of you might not know me. My name's Ash and I'm part of the customer success team here at Toggle. So basically, when you've been setting up your shop, you'll see that you've got a fair few options there that Holly's just sort of hovering over there. Basically, you've got the textiles, which is basically all the fonts and everything like that. So your fonts on your buttons, your fonts on the shop itself, the colors, which are obviously just the colors that you use, and you can also use a sort of background image, the page text, which is where you set what everything says, the logo, the image display. You've got a couple of options there, so you can choose whether to have your logos on, so your pictures for your gift cards to be either square or rectangular. And then your emails, very important. Make sure that you set up your emails, particularly for the return to address, because you want to make sure that when people are emailing you back from getting their cards, that they're getting through to you and not to one of our automated emails. And then the other things you can do within that email customization is basically sort of set what everything says, set a call to action button, so for bookings and stuff like that. And then you've got your sort of domain, which you might have initially set up when you set up your account, which is basically the domain that the site is on. You can change that throughout. So if you do need to change the web domain for whatever reason, you could do that. And then your legal stuff, which is sort of like your terms and conditions and stuff like that, as well as your marketing copy, so you can get that set up. And so these are sort of what the areas that would affect. That's our sort of demo account, the Joiner's Kitchen. So you've got your color, sort of page color there, your logo there. Homepage text just falls underneath that. You've got a drop down box there, which is not actually highlighted, but that is your collections, as well as the collection images that are there. And then you've got your page, your button text there, which is the sort of masterclass gift cards and pay it forwards events bit, and then the background image in the background. And just at the bottom there as well would be your first sort of product as well. Want to just skip to the next one? There we are. So with your logos, there's a few options. So you've got your main logo, which is the one that would appear at the top. You've got that thumbnail logo, which is used with Apple or Google Wallet. You've got your favicon logo, which is used when you've got a tab open on a browser. It's the little icon next to the sort of name of the website that you're on. And then your web clips. So that's used in Safari's bookmarks and your web browser's bookmarks and stuff like that.
Okay, so we are also designed to be mobile first with Toggle. So really taking into consideration that obviously, your Toggle shop can look gorgeous on a desktop, but it also looks fabulous on a mobile as well. And making sure that you have your digital options. So you've got your Apple and Google Wallet, and then also making sure that you have the Google and Apple Pay as well. 75% of customers will be shopping on their phones. So make sure everything is sleek and mobile optimized. So you can actually have a mobile navigation color as well. So making sure, that your gift cards flow nicely. So Ash, I think you're going to just take us through the final option here for the Deck the Halls checklist, just to make sure that everybody's kind of ticking off these last points, just to make sure that their Toggle web shop is the best it can be this Christmas.
Yeah, I think what I might actually do, Holly, is just quickly share my screen that I've got, because I think I can sort of go over it a little bit better. So just one second
absolutely.
There. Okay, can everyone see the Toggle dashboard there?
I can.
Wonderful. So with your customization, all falls just under the customization option. So as I was saying, you've got your text styles there that will affect these bits here and the buttons. Your colors, so you've got multiple options there. Your background image, obviously it sets that. What some people like to do as well, because you've got the sort of color at the top, that's the page color. If you just have that option and you don't have a background image, it will just color the entire page. Whereas if you have a background image, it will sort of break it up nicely. So you've got the sort of header at the top and then the footer at the bottom. What some people like to do is you don't necessarily have to have a photo there. It could just be a different colored, just a different color, basically. So an image of just a different color, just to break it up. So you've got a sort of multicolored version. You sort of shop description color, all these text colors just again affect these. Best thing we say is generally just have a play around with it, see what you can do. Page text, so all the little bits there. So the home page text affects that bit there. You've got your product buttons, your link to your contact page. So you put a link in there and it will take people, if they click this link at the bottom here, to that page. to the contacts. You've also got sort of footer text and all those bits and bobs just in there. Your logos, as we've sort of gone through there, are just set in the logo section. Image display, as I said, you've got the two options of square and letterbox. So if I show you as here, these are collections, but your rectangular one, your letterbox one, would be sort of that shape as opposed to the square there. And then, as I was saying about the reply to address, obviously customize the emails how you want them. But this here by default will be no reply address. So you will want to change that so that your guests can get in touch with you. Same for all those emails. And then your legal stuff, you've sort of got your links to any privacy policy or terms and conditions. Once you put those in, that populates a link at the bottom there. And then your marketing consent copy. If you put on your marketing consent, you will have to put something in that box. It will not let you save that without doing that. And that's basically the customization. One thing we do say, if you want to decorate your shop for Christmas, absolutely go for it. If you want to have a temporary design, but don't forget to take your Christmas decorations down in January because no one wants to see that in February.
Thank you, Ash. Amazing. Okay, I am going to share my screen again. Yes, here we are. Oh, bear with me 2 seconds. Oh, Ash, do you just want to answer that question while I'm just sharing my screen? So why does the giggling squid not have the banner at the top?
Ah, yes, very simple. So if we went on to our color and we set this to transparent, hit save. Now this will look possibly bad. Let's just have a look, but because ours is not really set up for this. But now if I hit my shop button again, you'll see that it would look better with white text and a white logo, but I've removed that banner at the top and at the bottom. So if you do want to remove that, that's how you do it. Just pop that back on.
Perfect. I'm actually just having a bit of trouble sharing my screen again. Sorry.
It might have been because I was sharing mine. I've stopped sharing, so you should hopefully be okay.
Yeah, I think it's just because it's a different tab now. Sorry, bear with me, guys. Somebody's typing away there.
Lucy,
okay.
like typing.
Sorry, guys. With me. Share my screen again. Here we go. I've got it. Right. Back in business. Can you all see that? Can I just double check?
Yeah, it's all up.
Perfect. Right. Thank you so much. Okay, so step 2 is concentrating on physical cards. So last year, £8 million worth of physical toggle vouchers were sold in November and December. So again, it's really, really important that we obviously concentrate and have that, option for people to be able to physically hand a present to somebody. I know personally, I've been given a physical gift card as a gift, and I've had a digital gift card sent to me via email as an experience for a gift. Somebody digitally sent me a massage, and it's not the same. I think it's really, really nice to have that physical option for somebody, especially different generations, different age ranges. Sometimes it's just really, really nice to have a few different options. So 36% of shoppers still want something physical in the post. And again, obviously we have first class Royal Mail options with our on-demand print online and our Toggle web shops. So just, if you do have that physical option, check that your gift card stock is up to date, and make sure you're ready to meet the demand this Christmas, especially obviously for physical options within your venues, because your postal option on your website is limitless forever, free forever, which is great. So just getting that kind of physical checklist on point. So first of all, check that your physical card stock is up to date. You can email our team. So you can email Anna if you're already talking to her or have spoken to her in the past. So it would just be anna.morton@airship.co.uk. And then distribute your physical cards throughout your venues. So making sure that, if you have multiple sites and you have, 16 sites and 500 cards, making sure that there's 30 in each individual site, and making sure that you're distributing that evenly. And also advertising that within your venues as well. Posters made, popping them in the bar or the restaurants, or, if you have rooms, in the rooms, or even the toilets, just the max amount of advertising that you can do. And also, if you're printing, Toggle cards actually yourself and you're using your own fulfillment, just requesting via, Carl or Ash, a batch of Toggle codes and pins if you are getting new cards printed. Okay, so step 3, treating your customers. So promotions. Ash is going to take us through these kind of promotions, but making sure this is a kind of Christmas to remember. And there's so many different kind of promotions you can run. The most important ones that we have are discount. So kind of getting 10% off, on the week of Black Friday. So week 47 of the year, 10% or 20% off gift cards. Or added value. So, buy a gift card for £40, but get £60 to spend, or even sending out a promotional code. And this is really great if you also have Airship. So that marrying the two platforms, really well this time of year can have a huge financial benefit when it comes to kind of utilizing marketing emails and Toggle together. But I'll let you take over from here, Ash, and I'll be your little steerer for the slides.
Yep, no problem. So yes, as it says here, 20% is the sweet spot. So that's 20% added value or discount. So it depends which one you want to do. They're both good. Added value tends to do better than discount, but they're both better than sort of any other option. So your sweet spot is definitely 20%. Yeah, so 60% of promotional items sold were added value compared with 40% discounted. So you can sort of see that there. As I said, added value just seems to do a little bit better than discounts. People just like to feel like they're getting sort of more for their money rather than saving money. Just a psychological thing, I guess.
Absolutely.
So how to make a promotion? Again, I might just share my screen a little bit. I think because I think it's just a little bit easier to see. Just jump to the next slide, Holly, a second.
Yeah, no problem.
So yeah, so you can organize your promotions ahead of time, which is really important. So if you set up a promotion, you can set it up whenever, and if you set a start and end date, it will basically just appear at that point, so you don't have to worry about it. So you can set up your Christmas promotions in July if you wanted to, and sort of forget about it. But yeah, if you basically just set it in advance, as soon as it gets to that end date, the promotion will just disappear from your shop. So yeah, so ensuring that they are live, you've got your promotion code status there. So again, if it's set to live, but it's not within those dates, it's not going to appear on the shop anyway. You can set it to inactive if you just don't want to take any risks, or you're still building it or whatever. And then the other option just there, limit code to 1 per basket. It's very important because it sort of catches people out every Black Friday. Make sure if you want people to be able to buy as many vouchers as possible from you, make sure that is set to no. If it's set to yes, it will only discount the first code in the basket, and then you'll get a load of people going, oh, it didn't discount all of them. I don't understand. And then you'll have to contact us, and then we'll have to sort of help you sort that out. So make sure that that is set to no. Unless of course you want to only do one, at which point I would just say just put it in the terms and conditions that it is only one card that it discounts.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Ash.
That's all right.
And I think just kind of rounding things up, just to end with myself. So, a little bit of a checklist to kind of treat your customers. So, 100% we should be setting up promotions for Black Friday. It goes without saying, this should be actually be your bread and butter, because it's enticing customers to buy cheaper versions of what you've already got, but as presents for people. So, it really does help people kind of buy that, kick off that Christmas tick list. So setting up your added value promotion. So we've got a company that we work really, really closely with, actually, in which they set up an added value promotion, but we also have an element to the promotions whereby we can actually offer a restricted validity. So, combining some of the promotions that we have, it can be a really, really clever way to bring footfall into your venues in the new year. So I'll explain a certain promotion that I'm talking about. As a customer of ours that has a Black Friday offer, in which you can buy a gift card for £100, but get £150 to spend, but you can only use this between January and March. So that first quarter of the year, whereby we might have, hospitality that is kind of a little bit quieter. We're looking for that footfall to bring into our venues. It's a really, really clever way to bring people into the venue to really get that kind of footfall up within the first quarter. So making sure that you're thinking ahead. A lot of us have really busy bars, restaurants, hotels from October, November, December onwards. Anyway, we already have a great way, to get people into our venues by Christmas parties, Christmas lunches, Sunday lunches with Santa, all of this amazing stuff. So if we really, really do want to pick up footfall, looking at, utilizing this actually for the first quarter of next year, 2025, is a really, really cool way of doing this as well. Set up your discount promotions. So, you might want to have for the last, the Black Friday, week 47, 20% off cards this week. Or you might want to set up a promotional code to send out via an email, to those who are on airship, and so on and so forth. But make sure that your offer display text is eye-catching. So just right back to the first point, making sure that you have a box for Black Friday offers or Christmas offers, and making sure that we are, it's the first thing that a customer sees, and making sure that you actually link it to your main account as well, main website. So having a call to action button on your main website, whereby you can kind of take somebody to your Toggle web shop. And preset the live day so you do not have to do this on the day. So just making sure that you are kind of super prepared.
Can I just jump in there quickly, Holly?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So just a couple of things. I will just quickly show you guys how it works to set up the promotion for sort of the January bounce back thing. So we've got another thing. Jess has just asked in the chat where the terms and conditions are. So if you set the terms and conditions, Jess, you just click this link now at the bottom, and that's where it appears. So obviously you can possibly put in the item description, so your product description, you can put see terms and conditions at the bottom of the page and just direct people down there. Now with your promotions, we've got here on the shop this one where I've called it January sale. So it's the January bounce back offer. So two things I have to do to set this up. First one is I've got my 20% added value. So I've got to set a special offer, got the campaign text and stuff set there. That just appears on here. So you've got sort of bits and bobs where it just appears there. We've got it set for now. So this is for essentially for the Black Friday period. We've just got an extended one. So the start date is November to the 2nd of December. We've set that to a specific product, and I've created a specific product for this. And the reason for that, if we go to products, I've got that set as the January bounce back offer. And what I've done, I've set up that with all the details with the offer, but the most important bit, I've got this validity rules here. So I've got the expire card balance on a specific date. So it's only valid from the 1st of January next year, and it's only valid until the 31st of January next year. So linking that promotion to that product is basically how you set up the promotion.
Perfect. Thank you, Ash. Okay, just gonna... All right, so final step is the experiences. So for 2 experiences, so for 2 experiences actually was the best seller in terms of experiences last year. So as I mentioned at the very start, we have a data analyst who works for Airship and Toggle, who after huge marketing calendar dates throughout the year really digs deep into, first of all, our customers who sold the most, and then what did they do? So looking at that kind of insight that we can be sharing with you guys, and this is the most important thing to us, to make sure that we are sharing that knowledge. So Turtle Bay done a Turtle Bay dinner for 2. So escape to a tropical island without the plane ticket and tuck into deliciously addictive Caribbean food and 2-for-1 rum cocktails to the soundtrack of cool island tunes. So this was a really, really nice example of what you can do, and can be gifted, or sometimes if the offer's good enough, you can buy for yourself as well. I know for the past 3 years running, I've bought from 6 by Nico because their Black Friday offer is absolutely amazing, and it's something that I can't refuse because I'm completely invested into the brand. So just kind of knowing that information and utilizing that within your brand is really, really important. So £447,000 worth for 2 experiences was sold in November and December in 2023. So especially for those for 2, our studies have shown that experiences with the words for 2 in the title outsell any other experience during the festive season. But you can use this for tickets, you can use this for gift cards, and you can use this for experiences as well. So anybody with that kind of ticket option for Toggle, obviously take this into account, that you can sell this for your events as well. So creating an experience. So creating an experience is super easy and quick to set up. So you might already be offering this, which is absolutely fantastic. But if you're not, definitely consider it. Just adding this to your Toggle store allows customers to browse and buy for their friends and family at Christmas. So experiences that you might want to think about, obviously this has to fit within your brand, but experiences that you might want to think about offering for Christmas is cocktail flights, wine, beer flights, afternoon tea experiences for 2 or for 4, sharing cocktails, Sunday roast, prefix menu, bottomless brunch, which is always a great seller. Quiz night, which might be a ticketed event, so you might use tickets for this. And then also tasting menus as well. So we've got some questions here. Oh, that's just Jess. Perfect. So I think Ash is looking after that. And then just some examples of some experiences. So we've got a lovely champagne afternoon tea for two. This is Pleased to Meet You, which is my neck of the woods in Newcastle. And then we've also got Trafalgar Tavern as well, which is a dining experience for two. And again, these are so popular at Christmas, because obviously they're setting up gifts for people. And again, remember, having that physical element is super, super helpful, because it's something that we can pop under the tree instead of just popping in somebody's, digital wallet or email address. So, how to create an experience? Ash, do you want to share your screen again and just show the guys how they can be, creating an experience?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Here we go. So just answering the question there as well that Clara asked. So customize legal stuff. You pop in your link to your terms and conditions just there. Also, there's the privacy policy just there as well. So with a experience, it's basically set up the same way as a gift card. So if you've set up a gift card before, then you're basically going to be sort of on top of what you're doing. But if I just load up our brunch experience here, there's a slight difference between the two of them, and that is the experience value here. So with a gift card, you've got sort of different options of price values. Now, with an experience, if you set it up by default, it'll just have the one experience value, but it allows you to add subcategories. So what that allows you to do is so this is a brunch offer. So join us brunch experience. So we've got it for 2, for 3, for 4, etc. But that could be used as meal, 2-course meal, 3-course meal, 2-course meal with wine, 3-course meal with wine, however you wanted to use it really. But let's say we've got it like this. And if I show you how that looks on here, so if I click on my experiences, the brunch one, for the guests, it just shows us a little drop down like that. And that's basically everything else is just set up as a gift card. So you've got all your same validity rules and stuff. Just going back to the physical stuff, for experiences, highly recommend if you've got our on-demand vouchers, use your on-demand vouchers for these. They look really nice. With the A4, I've got one here, in fact. This one is from the Ivy collection. There we are. So a nice little A4 voucher that's blurred out, but never mind. But that's how that looks. Yeah, and then the main difference for the guest is that with an experience, it won't show the value for them. So whereas a gift card will show this is a £50 gift card, an experience will just say this is a brunch for 2, etc.
Thanks, Ash. Okay, so finally, the for two experiences checklist. So create a new for two experience, add amazing photographs for your experience, and make sure that you are including variety as well. So obviously making sure that you're not just having one for two. If you've got different elements to your business, if you've got drinks, food, events, make sure that you are giving people a lot of variety and a lot of different options to buy these things. So, you can't have enough on your Toggle web shop, but just make sure that obviously it's not looking far too busy and chaotic, and we are bundling these things. So Black Friday offers, Christmas, and then obviously your gift cards as well. So making sure that we're also attending to that Toggle web shop and making sure that it's looking very neat and tidy and lovely for Christmas. So that was our 4 steps. So I hope that was really, really helpful, and we'd love to answer any questions if you have any. No, all good. Perfect. I know that we've been answering questions as we go in the chat. But thank you so much for hopping on, everyone, today. We do actually have, if you want to scan the QR code, we will be actually sending these slides and this recording to everybody. So I know that, Drew, you asked, there's a few steps that you might have missed. So we'll send that over to you and you can watch it back. But again, Ash and Carla here as well, and our success@toggle.com email if anybody needs any additional help on the run up to Christmas. Please get in touch. Success@usetoggle.com and sales@usetoggle.com, and we'd love to help.
Yeah,
I hope
thank you
everybody
guys.
has a wonderful Christmas and good luck with all the sales. Let's work hard now and get everything set up, and then you can sit back and relax and watch the money roll in while you're having a nice mulled wine. Thank you so much, guys.